Man, this mental health and this whole let's go to therapy era we in is like very hilarious at this point. I never in a million years thought somebody like Young Jeezy would do a sit down interview dressed like Morpheus off the Matrix, talking about how he was molested by his babysitter. Man, I did not see that coming. Salute to Jeezy because Jeezy is in my top five personal rappers. You know what I'm saying? My favorite. I'm very influenced by Jeezy. I've been influenced by him since I was a child. Not in the like street element. I just always respected like great businessman, and also he's very musically inclined. But that's neither here nor there. The point of the matter is let's talk about like this sit down he did with Nia Long, um, the gorgeous Nia Long, bruh. I did not see that coming, man. I mean, I know Jesus has matured and he's definitely in another space. He done had to grow from a lot. He just seen a lot of people die, a lot of people go to jail, and just seeing him confess to the toxic relationship he had with his mother, a lot of that stuff makes sense, and it shows unfortunately probably through some of the relationships he done had with women and how the foundation that things are set in. That's how it's gonna evolve down the line to what you're trying to build, and it took a toll on him. And I've been battling some of the same thing Jeezy was like discussing, man, like forgiveness and how to like accept how someone wronged you, did you wrong, and you're trying to move forward. This is extremely difficult. I mean, I still don't really just understand forgiveness, because it's like, to me, I just move on with my life. Especially if I haven't done nothing, and I know I haven't, because I can take accountability for what I've done or what I've did to somebody. But if somebody done me wrong, you know what I'm saying, then they want to kind of dance around it. I ain't really into all that emotional stuff. I'm just like, if that's how you felt you had to move, you just go your way, I go mine. You know what I'm saying? I keep moving. But Jeezy was expressing how, you gotta let it go for yourself, because some people can do you wrong and not even think nothing about it because it's just a regular day for them. That's what they do. But a lot of people didn't really care about all that in the interview. They was more concerned about the part where Jeezy was addressing, her situation with the NBA coach. Dog, that stuff had me tripping out, man. I ain't never seen Jeezy. Man, Jeezy had his legs cocked up, you know what I'm saying? And saying words like, man, I was devastated. I'm just like, nah, not the snowman, not Mr. 17.5, not Mr. Yeah, what up, though? Nah, Jeezy. Man, they was clowning Jeezy on the internet, man, talking about how he was dirty macking, man. Um, Cause he said something about like real niggas don't cheat or something. And I'm like, nigga, I know you done cheated on some bras. Don't even do that. But man, pardon me, man. Yeah, I'm still under the weather, man. I'm like, I don't know when I'm gonna get over this. But man, that threw me off. But basically, man, what I'm trying to say is, man, y'all gotta check out that interview, man, that Jeezy did with Nia Long, man, and understand how important it is for mental health and addressing things that make you uncomfortable, man. Like even some of my partners, man, I really be trying to be honest with them about certain things, but at the same time, there's only so much I can talk about with them because truthfully, ain't nobody trying to hear that, and that's just with certain partners I got. But overall, man, I'm really trying to grow past that and have like uncomfortable conversations so I can grow. And Jeezy new album, what's it called? I forgive, but I haven't forgot. Something along them lines, you know what I'm saying? Check that album out, man. It's a very transparent album. And this is exactly what I've been living through for like the past like 2 to 3 years. Like being very transparent, man, with myself and others, and not really holding back. But trying to go about it in the right way, because you can say anything. It's just all about your tone. It's all about your delivery. And it feels good, man, to like just let it out sometimes, really say like some things that's been, been tough to talk about. It ain't easy, man, to admit that you've been molested. And for him to say that so casually, and when I say casually, I mean he didn't hesitate with saying it. He really verbalized and said, he was molested by his babysitter or whatever. And it take a strong person to just come out and admit something like that. Because we all have like some dark things in our past or things that's traumatized us or things that we have experienced. And one of the hardest things is to just say it out loud. This past, man, actually, man, these past couple of weeks, I done had some real conversations with some key people out of my life, and I've addressed some things. And I was telling my brother about it recently. You know what I'm saying? We was rapping about it, and I told him, I was like, man, I was just in deep prayer and meditating about it. And the day I had a conversation with a person in particular, man, like it just flowed effortlessly. It came out. I wasn't like emotional. I wasn't crying. I wasn't screaming. And I didn't even go through nothing like what Jeezy went through. Like being molested, that is a devastating experience to go through. That's very hard for somebody to say out loud. I thank God I ain't never experienced that, but my heart goes out to someone who was taken advantage of in that manner. But it's certain situations, man, that take a toll on you, man, and you just want answers or you want that clarity. And I started, I started processing some things and releasing it and having some tough conversations, man, and it's helping me, in certain ways, but it's still more that got to be said. And I just think that's what that interview is exposing to people that we need to do. Like, we got to have like uncomfortable conversations, and it's easy for us to watch it online and laugh and talk about, how, because Cuz did look kind of crazy in some of the moments, but at the same time, he's illustrating what a lot of people, especially in my community, the black community, we don't like to have tough conversations, man. We try to act like it didn't happen, or we just try to act like it wasn't no big deal, but it is, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Shout out to Jeezy. Shout out to Nia Long, man. Make sure y'all watch that interview. Make sure y'all check out Jeezy album. It's a great album, man. My favorite song off there currently right now is Intentions. I am James Regato, man. Subscribe to the God Level Genius YouTube channel, man. Be God level. God level genius.